welcome to my channel. If this is your first time here, my name is Millie, and today I'm going to be creating 4 looks and doing some swatches and a little bit of comparing with the new Terra Gray based Multichromes. They released 4 shades, which is what I have here today, and the moment I saw these and I saw their swatches, I knew these looked very familiar, and they look just like the Cliona deep iridescent shades. I have 2 out of the 5 that Cliona has of that set, and one of them is actually the shade that is not in here, but the other one is Verte, which is exactly the same as Big Bang, and I will show you a swatch comparison. So I really wish I could compare them, but just seeing how close Big Bang is to Verte, I don't really think these might be any different. So along with the set, they had also launched a bunch of other single eyeshadows. Some of them were just like non-duochromes and non-multichromes, and then some of them were multichromes. And they did send me 2 out of the 3 deep black based multichromes that they released. So I did actually just purchase the Blood Moon shade because they are running a sale right now, and it's 20% off, and by the time this video goes up it should still be live, but I will update you in a pinned comment. So I did end up going and just buying the rest of the other shades, but I do also have Palladium and Multiverse, so let me know how you would like these featured. And then like I mentioned, they sent me Centauri and Hyperion, which is not part of this video, but I just wanted to let you know I have these. So I'm thinking of doing like a video where I do like 2 looks, or should I wait to get Blood Moon and just feature them all and do 3 looks with those? Let me know in the comments below. But let's get into the swatches and then the 4 looks, and then I'll give you some of my thoughts at the end of the video. So here's Big Bang from Terra, and here's Verte from Cliona. Let me add another layer, because you can kind of like really thin these out or just build them up a little bit more so they're more opaque. But you can see these are exactly the same, shine and everything. And then I'm just gonna add a swatch here. This is Azure from the Cliona set, and this is the shade that is not in the bundle from Terra. Priming with the Be Perfect primer, and I do like to set this just a little bit right in the crease. I'm going in with my Glam Shop singles today, so this is Creme Bananovi, aka Banana Cream, which is like a yellow, and I'm putting that right in the crease. Then over that, I'm going in with Badtothebrow. And then on the outer corner and the inner corner, I'm putting Piernique, aka Gingerbread. It's gonna be a halo eye, but we're gonna cover most of the lid with the shimmer. Packing that on until I get it to my desired depth. It doesn't seem to be layering that well. Like I see it like starting to wanna patch up. Going in with the previous smaller blending brush and going over the edges with that. And then I'm gonna take that under my lower lash line as well. And I'm just repeating the same shades that I have on my lid. This is such a this is a very grungy look. See, it's like patchy over there. I'm gonna add a little bit more. See if I can kind of fix it. I used a different concealer today, and my under eyes are a mess. Picked up Titan and I sprayed my brush afterwards. And I'm just putting that on my lid. Oh my god. It didn't look like much got picked up on my brush because it feels like a little like flaky, but like super fine flaky. And we're just gonna put that all over the lid. I'm gonna go in with just a little bit more. Oh, that is so foiled. That is just gorgeous. So I literally just put it everywhere. basically. I mean, that's just the best way to really see the full shine of this eyeshadow. And the shift, I did have some fallout, so I'm gonna try to get it off. Prepping with the Be Perfect primer again on this for the second look. And again, lightly setting the crease area. And for this look, I'm gonna use the El Barrio palette from Terra, so I'm going in with Salve, and I'm putting that right in the crease. This is so vibrant. A little dusty in the pan, but look at that pigmentation. It's gonna be another pretty simple eye. We're just gonna use 2 mattes. I'm gonna put Sangre on the outer corner. I'm gonna also use it to connect my lower lash line. Then go back with the orange. Picked up some Venus on my brush and sprayed it with water. And oh wow. Wow, wow, wow. Once again, so shiny. This is just wow. This one also seems a little flaky in texture, but like I said with the other one, super fine texture. You can kind of see it flying everywhere. But this is so beautiful, and you could really get this to look really sheer if you wanted to, for like a really nice, just like all over the lid shade and just something in the crease. But you could definitely get the shade super soft. Bit of fallout from that. Very, very sparkly. And for the inner corner highlight, I'm going with Andromeda, which is not one of the new Multichromes. I believe this is a like pastel duochrome or something like that. And then for the inner corner highlight on this side, I'm going in with Daybreak. So I put on these Surreal Lashes from Kiss, and then I put ColourPop's Punch in my waterline on this side, and Insomniac from ColourPop as well in this waterline. So here's the first finished look. And here's a second finished look. So onto the third look, I'm going to be using the Huda Beauty Naughty palette. I'm going to do a pretty neutral look, and I already primed my eye, and I didn't do my base because I had quite a bit of fallout when I was applying the other 2 shades yesterday, so I don't want to risk that again today. So we're gonna start off with no base, going in with Arouse in the crease. That sounds super weird. Why? I still don't understand why brands do this, but anyways, regardless, I really like this palette, and it's really great, just like neutral palette. And I'm gonna go in with like Hypnotic a little bit and just like use that to feather out the edges of that a little further, and then going back in with Arouse. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna go in with Spicy right on the outer corner. Just kind of packing it on, and then blending out the edges of that. So I picked up Mercury on the brush, and then I sprayed it. And oh, it's so shiny. This is so beautiful. This is a really beautiful dimensional, but like shiny kind of multichrome shade. Because these don't have that black base, they just blend like in the crease, if you can see, super easily, and you don't get any sort of like gray cast. I'm just gonna go and like blend that, and then going back in with a Spicy in the outer corner just to make sure it's all blended over there. Oh, the shade is so pretty. There's so much going on, like from my perspective. I feel like I can see like almost like 3 different shades just from looking straight, and then when I tilt my head, it looks green. And for the fourth look, I'm going in with the Blend Bunny Blends palette, and you can use my code Millie to save some monies on. It is not affiliated, and we're gonna just basically match Big Bang's shift. So the main shift is kind of between green and a purple. Going with Remedy on the inner third of my crease and just blending it in circular motions. Then I'm gonna go in a little bit more. And then next to that, putting Chance. So I'm gonna create like a transition between the green and the purple via matte eyeshadows. Clicking on a little bit more. Gonna kind of try to really overlap them. Going in with Bubble Bath, and I'm gonna use that to kind of further blend out the edge of the blue. And then Inside Joke for the green. And then going in with Bewitched on the outer corner. And I'm just packing it on first, and then I'm gonna blend out those edges of that. And so that really blends into the blue nicely. This is gonna be the most colorful look out of all the four. So next I'm going in with Big Bang, and again I picked it up and then sprayed my brush. And I'm just putting it on, and this is the exact same as Verte from Cliona. These two are identical to each other, and Verte just happens to be one of my absolute favorite shades, probably like ever. It's just so beautiful. I mean, look at this. It's so shiny. So I'm layering it just a little bit. I'm gonna go in with this fluffy brush and buff the edges out and just really feather it out and make it really seamless. And I don't mind when the shimmer like ends up mixed with the mattes. I feel like it gives it that, like, I don't know how to explain it, like a worn look. Plus with Multichromes, the more surface area you cover, the better you can see the shift. So it seems like I had basically no fallout on the side, maybe just a little bit here, but I do see quite a bit from this shade, probably because I kept going back in with it. So I'm glad I waited to do my base. So I'm going to do my base and put my lashes on, and then we're going to finish the lower lash line. So I put on the Lunar Beauty Stella lashes, and for my waterline, I'm using eyeliners from Beauty Creations. This is Tiptoe, and this is Denim. So no surprise, but these are so beautiful. They are so shiny. I just posted a video with the Cliona pastel multichromes, and I was talking about how those are very just like more subdued, almost more satin-like, and they don't have like a black base, so they're just like more like wearable or just like everyday, kind of put a matte in the crease and then those on the lid. So I would say these are like a bump up from those. So those are like super soft, not super shiny, but really smooth. And then these are so shiny, but they also build up or sheer out, whichever you would like. There's no black base, so these are very easy to use and blend in the crease if you don't want to do like a half a cut crease or something like that. And I did wear the first two looks for about 6 hours, and I had no creasing issues, and that is without using the NYX glitter primer or the Fair Pixie epoxy, because while these are super smooth, they're just a little bit on the flaky side, and I find that those formulas don't really tend to crease on me as much as something that's just really fine and smooth. Honestly, it's varied so much for me. I just feel like it really depends on my lids that day, and sometimes I will have creasing, sometimes I won't, sometimes I will have a little bit. It's really hard to tell, and that's why I don't have a favorite eyeshadow primer, because there just seems to be so many variables when it comes to my hooded oily lids. And I did experience just a little bit of fallout underneath my eyes throughout the 6 hours of the two shades that I wore, but it wasn't anything too bad. But if that is something that really bothers you, or if you do have that kind of issue, then I would recommend putting down some sort of a tacky base like the NYX glitter primer or the Fair Pixie epoxy. But these are super shiny. I would highly recommend. There's, like I said, 20% off sale going on right now. So of course, only buy these if you're really interested and you would like something like these in your collection based on my looks and the swatches. You feel like this is something that you would really like to use. And of course, if you don't have the Cliona Deep Iridescent shades, then this is a great option. Also, if you're in the US, the shipping is much less, and as well as the wait time. There is like pre-orders, but usually Terra doesn't do like pre-orders too far out. I think they're pretty good. I would say you usually would get your order within a month. So time and time again, Terra does it, and they just wow me more and more. And I'm really excited to use some of the other shades, and thank you so much to Terra for sending me these other two shades that were not in my original order. And that's everything for this video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And if you're new to my channel, I would love it if you subscribe. There's so much indie makeup, lots of shiny, sparkly, shifty eyeshadow content already on my channel, and much more to come. You don't want to miss out. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time.